So next topic, that is IDE. That's nothing but Integrated Development Environment. So what is the use of this IDE in R programming? So if you want to see the program and the result of that program, or if you want to see the code and the result of that code at the same end, as is possible only with the help of IDE platforms. It means it will show you both the input and output at the same time, at the same end. So that's why those are called as IDE platforms. So what are the IDE platforms that supported by R? It means which are supported to R. It means here we are going to discuss about 5 IDE platforms which are majorly used by the most of the users. Okay, so in that the first and prominent one which is used by the most of the programmers, users and developers is R Studio. In the sense, so by using the R Studio you can you are able to write the code and you can execute the code and you can see the output at the same point. Okay, so that's why these IDE platforms are useful for us. Okay, so first one, that is R Studio. What are the main features or characteristics that we have to use in case of R Studio is, the first one, it is very easy to use and intuitive user interface. It means it is easy to understand and it is easy to interact, and it also easy to understand what exactly happening on the screen. And second one, easy debugging. It means if you want to debug any errors or if you want to go for rectifying of errors, that is also makes very easy. By seeing the error, you are going to be in a position to estimate what exactly happened. And next one, it's also provide an auto complete feature. It means if you just type the entire code or the syntax of a particular function, so it will immediately gives you the result. So that auto complete feature is also there. And so you just and one more thing, so in the previous video we have discussed that type.convert function, right? So just if you type t by p, so the entire function will be displayed on the screen. So by using that you can get an idea how it's going to be work. And next one, it comes with a beginner friendly environment for package development. It means anyone can use. So those who are not aware about R and how to write a program or code, those persons and those users can also use it in an eco-friendly manner. And next one, all the written codes and work can be saved as a project. It means whatever the work that you done in case of R Studio, you can save it with .or file. So that is possible. And you can also save it as like a project also. So that is the first one, that is R Studio. And the second one, that's nothing but Jupyter Lab. So it is one of the best IDE for R. So mostly at the student levels, generally we will go for R Studio. But when you go for the job levels or when you are working at some place, so that job professionals will go for using of Jupyter Lab for R. And what are the features that are there in case of this Jupyter Lab IDE lessons? It comes with a browser IDE interface, means whatever the information that you want, whatever the code related problems are there, code related ideas are there, you can directly search it in this IDE interface by using this IDE interface. It means it is a browser IDE interface. And it also offers the autocomplete feature like R Studio, and kernels can be changed. If you want to change the kernels of the system, that is also possible in this IDE platform. And next one is smart support for many languages including the R. So it supports many programming languages. If you take Java, Python, C, C++, all these are supported by the Jupyter Lab. And next one, that is R tools for Visual Studio. So this is another IDE platform which is generally used. Okay, so it is amazing support for IntelliSense. It means if you want to go for sensitization of any objects and sensitization of any work, that also you can done by using this IDE platform. And it is one more important thing, it comes with SQL integration. So I think all of you know about the SQL structured query language, so it is integrated with that SQL part, and it also performs the debugging mechanism very easily. And plotting, so if you want to go for visualization like histograms, bar plots and all, so that also possible in case of this IDE platform, because it is specially meant for data visualization techniques. So, and remote execution is available, so if you want to operate it with any remote, and if you want to work out from anywhere, so that's also possible in case of this Visual Studio or tools for Visual Studio. This is the third IDE platform. And next one, that is StartEt. So StartEt for R. So or else you can also call it out StartEt for R. So what are the characteristics that are there for this IDE platform in a sense? So here you have integrated R console. So it available with integrated R console, and here you are also having the script editors, and you can also go for graphics view, and so it amazingly supports the R CMD tools, and okay, and so here you have object browsers will be there, and so help system will be maintained separately, and it's a visual debugger mechanism. So this is the advanced mechanism which is only supported by this IDE StartEt. It's nothing but visual debugger. Okay, and next one, that is Archivot. It's nothing but, so it's like Excel. So it's, in the sense, it works like a spreadsheet. So you, and also a spreadsheet like a data editor. Okay, so it acts as a spreadsheet with editor. And second one, so here the plot review is also possible and available, and you can go for our package management here, and so it completely based on workspace browser, and so here you can go for graphical user interface dialogues for all kinds of statistics and plots, and you can also import the data by using SPSS, SAS and CSV, and code folding is also possible, and you can complete the code in a required or minimum time, and syntax highlighting is also possible in case of this IDE platform, and so it is possible to browse the history what exactly you searched for. So all these are the supporting features of Archivot to R. Okay, so we had come across the 5 IDE platforms which are generally used. The first one is R Studio, second one is Jupyter Lab, third one is R tools for Visual Studio, and the fourth one is about StartEt, and the fifth one is Archivot. So among these 5, so if any let's say students are there, generally they will go for R Studio only because it is very easy to understand for them. And if you go for Jupyter Lab, it is used by the job professionals, and Archivot is used by the developers. Okay, and like that, if you go for each IDE platform, so they're specially meant for some category of people. So generally the students and academicians will go for R Studio, and it is very comfortable for them. So this is about the IDE platforms. Okay, so there are 5 IDE platforms which are supported in case of R. In that, the first one is R Studio, Jupyter Lab, R tools for Visual Studio, and StartEt for R, and the fifth one is Archivot. Okay, thank you.